let's talk about some of the teams you worked with. Talk to me about, I'd say the Bulldogs, but
Oh,
before you talk to me about them, I saw you. I watched you and Nikolai versus the Bulldogs the other night. You took a hip toss from Davy Boy. I swear you got up 6 feet in the air. It was unbelievable. Like
oh
the
yeah,
bumps
yeah. He
just
would,
did it.
he would just toss me and stuff, and I just push up, push off of him and stuff, And they were just great talented guys to work with, and more at the. I just knew back then and stuff, man. Dynamite going that ring, he went hard all the freaking time and stuff. And I knew eventually down the road he was going to have trouble from because he always did. Well, he's the one that got that flying headbutt started anyway. And in fact, he'd learned it. He had learned it from Harley because Harley Race used to do that bump. And but Tom would do that, man. He'd hit that mat so hard his head, I'd cringe. And he'd tell me, "Boys, wait till the last minute, mate, before you move. Wait till the last minute." And man, I'd watch him. I'd be watching, and when he'd come down and hit, man, I could hear his head hit that mat. And I said, "Golly, Ned, Tom, jeez." I know we went to do. We was going to be doing something, and Boris, he goes, my head's buzzing. I got to slow. Wait a minute, wait. So I just sell more and more because Tommy was going to try to get up so he could do something to me, but he'd rung his bell, because he hit that mat freaking hard doing that, and he used to scare me. I used to say he's going to have problems down the road from doing that bump because he did it every night, and that's a sad thing. That's what happened to Chris. Same thing happened to Chris Benoit. Same exact thing. Yeah.
Did you get along with the Bulldogs outside the ring?
Oh yeah. Because I always tried to work really hard with them and stuff, because I love bumping for them, and they always gave me really good bumps, so I could bump easy for them. David Boy tossed me way up in the air on the backdrop, and I like that better because a short hard backdrop bump hurts more than a big fly one. I'd rather take the big high one. It looks more impressive anyway. Plus, it don't hurt so bad. Yeah.
So we just lost Bushwhacker Butch. What can you tell me about the Bushwhackers?
Oh man, I'd known Butch and Luke since 1980 because they came into Charlotte not long after I started there as Jim Nelson. That's before Sergeant Slaughter came in,
right.
and they were heels, because back then they were the sheep herders. So I got to go on a lot of trips and stuff with them and stuff, and man, they were just hilarious. All right, mate, come on, mate, let's go, love. It's time to go to the gym. Get up, let's get going, mate. Oh, they were like that all the time, They'd call you up on the phone and stuff. Get out of bed, love. It's time to go to the gym. Let's go. So we had a lot of fun times, man. It was a lot of great memories with them guys. Yeah.
You like working with them in the WWF?
Oh yeah, the Bushwhackers and stuff. Yeah, because they were always moving their arms and stuff. That was a great gimmick. Yeah. They were in good shape and stuff, and the people just loved them, man. It was easy. So, but me and Nikolai though, we'd get it there because Nikolai would cook. We'd always eat. Nikolai loved garlic, so me and him would eat a lot of garlic and stuff, and then we'd get in the ring and breathe and drive Butch and look. Oh, make the garlic, love. The garlic, you're killing me. You're killing me. Begging for mercy. Because both me and Nikolai would get him,
That's great.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that stuff with them. So Nikolai would always rib them that way. He goes, yeah, because we get in that ring and say, "Oh God," he goes, "You and Nikolai been eating that garlic again."
You had a big match with the Powers of Pain on the first SummerSlam. How'd you like working with them?
Oh yeah, great, yeah, because Warlord was big and strong, and I'm trying to think.
Barbarian.
Barbarian was so very athletic, and he could do that big fly head thing off the top too.
Right.
Very, very, very impressive. So I loved working with them guys. All those teams were just great in their own way and stuff. The Rougeos were great. Jim Powers. Jim Powers and Paul Roma and
Young Stallions.
yeah, the Stallions. Yeah, they were great too. There was a lot of great babyface tag teams there. Shoot, I'd known Jock since back in 83, 84 when we was down there in with the Armstrongs down in the southeastern territory down there in Pensacola. So me and Jock went back that far, so we known each other. So that was always fun to get to be around Jock and stuff, because him and Raymond were just great, solid workers. I loved working with them guys. So we had a lot of fun matches with them, because he was another guy who could get up and do a drop kick. Like Jock, he was incredible on that. So, yeah.
You worked with your old buddy from the AWA too in the WWF, Rick Martel and Tito Santana, Strike Force.
Yeah, Tito. Yeah, exactly. Tito was another great. There was just some great babyface tag teams there.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, super. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a unbelievable. And of course, Sean and Marty. I'd known them from AWA, so it was fun getting to work with them too. So, yeah.
What about Demolition? Did you like working with them?
Oh yeah, Bill and Barry. Yeah, sure did. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
guys.
Me and that guy had some good matches. Yeah, because I known Bill for years, and when I first started in Atlanta, because he was down there in 1980 when I went down there. So I'd known Bill for years. That was when he was Superstar, and what a great gimmick that was. I mean, he worked that gimmick great. He was one of the best mass business. Him and Don Jardine, the Spoiler, were two of the best mass men heels ever in the wrestling business. Yeah. Two of the very best. They protected that gimmick. They got it over. I mean, shoot, when Bill was a heel there in the Carolinas, man, people were going nuts because he was trying to milk. He'd milk the crowd like they're going to get that mask off. They'd almost get it off, and he'd slide out, and somebody'd throw a coat over his head, and and you miss all that stuff, and nobody does that stuff anymore. And it's a shame, because that was the whole thing. There was the mystique of the business is gone now. It's completely faded away. And them guys like that back then was incredible, because Don Jardine he worked his the mask the same way. Yeah. And there's nobody now that could ever come close to doing that again, and that's a shame.
Even tag team wrestling. I mean, you had the Survivor Series back in the day, 5 teams against 5 teams. I bet you couldn't find 4 teams in the whole territory right now. No. That's a real team, let alone 10.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's a great thing, like with the Andersons back in the day and stuff. They'd get a daggone babyface in the corner and work on that arm, and you're fighting to get to that babyface. Yeah. And he could milk the crowd like crazy and almost get within inches of tagging, and they'd snatch you and pull you back and stuff, and just and have the crowd just in a frenzy. And all that's gone now, and that's because nobody has that psychology to do that anymore. Nobody has a clue. So that was a total different psychology back then than what it is now. That's really missing in the business now, and that's something these writers can't write. That's a shame of it, because that was an art to be able to do that.